just change your game series every year, don't you? Like, that game is not old.
Yeah, that just Fortnite last year, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding.
You know what I mean? It probably was like, yo, 2020 was Fortnite. Valorant's new the hotness? All right, 2021, yeah, I like Valorant.
Nice. All right, man. PS2, of course, the classic starter, especially a best of 5. Yeah, iStudying against Tomberry. Let's see what iStudying can do against this barrage of explosions that's going to be coming out from Snake.
Yeah, it's going to be really important to have your hitbox placement on point if you are Greninja, because things like that will happen. You hit the grenade, you'll explode, and you never want to trade with Snake because this character looks in shape, looks fit, but is entirely too heavy for that to be true.
Like I said, he's a real human. You know what I mean? He gets the regular human rate. He's like regular dude weight, like Ryu, Ken, Terry, Snake, all around regular the same weight right there. What's that?
That's regular dude weight?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, apparently compared to like all these like wild animals and like Greninja. Like look at Greninja, man. I don't know. Anyway, holding down the platforms there. I like the C4. iStudying blowing right by it though.
Yeah. Slight advantage right now to iStudying in terms of percent, but when you factor in the weight differential, Tomberry definitely has quite a lead. Kill power also residing with Snake. I think maybe 10-15% away from being in jeopardy of losing your stock to an up tilt, versus Greninja, who has to kind of do a heavy commitment, a combo into an up smash, and maybe a forward air off stage will take it, and Nikita is just too much for iStudying to get around. Stock number 1 goes to Tomberry.
That's the other thing too, is I think like in terms of aerials that normally off stage Greninja's back air is exceptional against his opponents, but in this case he's gonna need to go to that forward air. Very nice positioning there by iStudying. That's what I'm talking about. Back air, usually obviously you get the 3-piece hit, it's really strong, like you can bait out air dodges and then use it, all this good stuff. But against Cypher, obviously it's not gonna blast Snake out of his armor. So I really like the positioning there with forward air. That's the only one that's gonna get it done for iStudying. So look for him facing outwards when Snake is off stage, trying to line up that delayed forward air. That's really good stuff.
Yeah. And that was just impressive, the spacing, iStudying fully aware, hey, this is where you go, time to move my pawn here, rook there, all right, checkmate. Next up.
Here's something else that iStudying's doing is I like how he's throwing out, look at how he's mixing up the charges of his water shuriken, and when it pings with a grenade, he knows that's his time to go. Like when he pings a grenade in front of Snake and it lands at his feet. Oh, up air? Okay, nope, Cypher's out. Okay, he's good.
Cypher's the biggest big brother in the world.
It's something else for sure, especially like Greninja is one of those characters with a lot of multi-hit moves and like relies on a lot of quick little hits, and Cypher in the air obviously is just going to be huge for him. Forward air, there you go. Yep, that's all you're going to be looking for off stage for sure. What might happen eventually is that once the forward airs keep stringing together from iStudying like that, he might be forcing an air dodge to the ledge, and that's when you'll see something like a back air or down tilt at the ledge. So look for that too.
Hazmat sounded like Nostradamus right now. I mean, we're going to see it come to fruition, but...
Well, it's like when you start using all of your recovery resources, you try to mix it up, and that's exactly what a player like iStudying is going to look for. But he forgot to look out for that C4 covering the platform. Very good stuff there.
There's another one on the platform. Tomberry getting rid of it. Trying to actually get up close and personal with Greninja. A lot of times you see Snake trying to use kind of the defensive game, if you will, the projectiles or grenades, but when you're down by this much, you really lose that luxury.
That was one of the rare spots where I think the back air was lined up perfectly. Like I think the grenade was out, so I think you kind of, well, I guess you don't want to trade with a grenade, but keeping Snake off stage would have been good there. But either way, we're on the other side now. Take a little Smash World Tour of Pokemon Stadium 2. Forward. Okay, good parry, good reaction. Good startup on that forward air, so that was definitely a reaction.
For sure. I thought we were actually going to see a bit more pressure because the grenade was going to force Tomberry to shield some more, but didn't happen. And, iStudying has a lead, but I'm getting a little nervous as time goes on. Caught the jump. Fantastic punish right there. And I'm not sure why the up B didn't come out unless, I don't know, Nostradamus Hazmat. Right again.
It might have been one of those situations where he thought he landed on the ground already and was shield. You know what I mean? Like you don't do anything because you think you're already doing like the next thing. Like I think he thought he landed and was going to shield, but the timing from iStudy was right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like you try to mix up your recoveries. Like if you can't Cypher and if he's cutting off the Cypher well, like Greninja can't use his multi-hits against you, but he's got the hop suit. He can jump. So if he can cut you off in the air, which Snake doesn't like, then forward air is going to be amazing. So really respect Tomberry, trying to mix it up there, try to put his feet on the ground. Very smart stuff. But the problem is that iStudying was ready for it. So 3 forward airs and a forward smash. All kind of the same animation, just whether or not it's in the air or on the ground. So
Yeah, and basically, what did we learn? Snake not a fan of water blades. You know, apparently that's kryptonite. All these series, we never saw it come up. No boss apparently had it.
You know what I was thinking? Like, I don't know. I was just kind of thinking about the matchup a little bit more. I'm surprised, and I think it's because water shuriken's so good. But why not try to hydro pump the grenades back at him? You know what I mean? How you can do that with Greninja? Like, if you're all the way on the other side, like, it seems like a fun idea to me at least. But maybe you don't want to do it in a tournament. Maybe that's more for, like, you know, your highlight reel or whatever. But I think it's like I love when Greninjas use hydro pump in interesting ways. So maybe we'll see some of that. But for right now, it looks like the water shuriken. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, but it was shielded. Yeah, I was gonna say Tomberry got the sticky. But wasn't able to do anything off it. No, the hydro pump. I wonder if maybe. Oh, good tomahawk grab right there. Maybe it doesn't net you enough as much as just moving up and shielding. Is the only thing I can think of. But I don't know. We're at the iStudying. we're just hit him up in a DM real quick. Hey, but anyway, why are you not doing this? Okay, we're trying to catch your match, and we really would like to see some hydro pumps.
I'll definitely ask him about it at some point, but I think it's just because Shuriken does the job just as well, if not better, honestly. Like, I think Hydro Pump's just a little too committal, but I think it's fun, or a fun idea to think about. But here come the grenades. Oh, Shadow Sneak too. You got to watch out for that on recovery as well. The mix-up on the mix-up, you know?
Now in that back air. And iStudying has done such a good job of avoiding the grenades. It as he runs into one, followed by an up tilt. But when it comes to placing like hitboxes out, iStudying's done a really good job of hitting just Snake and not the grenade, unless it looks like an intentional trade.
Cross up. Oh, that was a down air, drag down into down tilt into up smash. That would have been so sick. But either way, up air, not going to KO yet. Needs a little rage. And again, logic going to that forward air. It's going to be the key to success here for iStudying for sure.
Yeah, I think we're kind of at the point where Tomberry really needs to start just saying, you know what, I'm going to air dodge. Will you get punished? Maybe, but at this point, you know, it's been shown that iStudying is going to line up that forward air and is not going to miss. And you need to start doing something different to at least force iStudying to think about which option they want to choose.
Dude, exactly. That's what it comes down to. Is it's one of those things where iStudying's like, I'm not going to change this until you kind of force me to, right? I'm going to keep taking the stocks if they're presented to me. So it's just a little more mix. I mean, that's always been Snake's downfall, though, right? Like if he can't use the Cypher and get around his opponent, his disadvantage state is something, you know, that isn't super good.
That grenade refused to blow up. iStudying rolled, shielded, called his mom, and then the grenade was like, "Now we're still here."
Yep, the ledge here. Yep, there you go. That was some good Cypher. And the C4 too. Oh, the Shadow Sneak. Look at the ground. You got to see it coming. That was really nice stuff there. Again, I think this is where Tomberry really controls the matchup. When he's controlling the stage with all the explosions, holding down C4 on a platform, I think that's what he's doing. Oh, that was almost a huge conversion there. He already air dodged. Oh, the Shadow Sneak. That was so sick with the tech. How are you ready for that? Nice job by Tomberry. Again, I think that was a reaction.
Ooh. It was so good for iStudying, and now you're off stage. Now you're 83%. The grenades are being just thrown all around you. I like that. Just let me just take stage control. You're above me. There's a grenade. I know you think I'm going to shield. I'm going to take stage control instead.
Yeah, and that's really high level stuff, right? Because obviously, like, the goal number one is to hit your opponent and, you know, eventually find a KO. But to get to that goal, you recognize that holding down stage control can get you there faster. You know what I mean? Instead of just trying to swing all the time, which I think a lot of players might fall into. But now we're seeing a situation where iStudying very comfortable, sitting back with the water shurikens. The grenades are working out, though. Good placement there by Tomberry. In the corner. Beat!
Do we get out? And those little shurikens are like little gnats that just keep annoying you. And it's whatever's in your hand, you're dropping it. You don't know why, but the gnat is strong enough to make you drop it.
Yep.
And it's really, I think, making it difficult for Tomberry to get kind of that defensive game, that projectile game going as well as it would like.
Back air, still not enough. Logic, it was 170 on Snake and 130-ish was on... Oh no, that's a horrible, horrible position to be in. I think he was holding right to move away from the platform, but it ended up landing on it anyway. Almost a guaranteed checkmate, honestly, for Snake. Like, there's so much you can do. Nice job. Again, Logic, you called this out. The Tomahawk grabs have been so good. Like, Snakes love to pluck the grenade and hold shield, and iStudying saying, all right, you want to do that? You want to hold shield? I'll just grab you, obviously. The easy counterplay. That's the how-to. You know what I mean? When you boot up the game. Oh, they're shielding? You grab them. iStudying's like, he did the studying, so there you go.
Thank you, Sakurai. We appreciate it. Because without you telling me that, I never would have figured it out.
Get that. Yeah, write that down, chat. If they're shielding, grab them. There you go.
Just wait until we get to the you can recover portion.
Right. That's like 201, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Shield grab, you know, it's 101, you know, then you build up your knowledge and go.
We're not there yet. It's virtual classes right now, so no one's ever really going to learn it, to be honest.
True.
I hope you already got your degree.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty back and forth right now, and it feels like Tomberry generally has the advantage, but iStudying is just a lot better at clutching out that final stop. You know, that final hit that's needed.
Chilling here now, too. More shurikens. I mean, they both know, you know, this is the last stock. They can't mess around. Like, the next hit could honestly determine it. Like, if iStudying gets Tomberry off stage here, oh boy. Honestly, not a bad trade with all the explosions. Look at all the damage that iStudying took there. That was actually not bad at all for Tomberry. Look, he's going to get a KO for it.
That was
tricky stuff.
Yeah.
His C4s have been amazing between holding down either of the platforms or, in that case, dead center stage. Early KO there, too. That was perfect. Well played by Tomberry. 1-1, tying up the set.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Personally, I didn't even see the C4. How the wizard got it there is still a question I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, Tomberry almost making me eat my words, because iStudying was edging it out always when they both got into kill range. But Tomberry that time, C4, something I don't think anyone was particularly ready for. So kudos to them for a little bit of the conditioning and kind of hiding what their real plans were, if you will.
Yeah, I think too, honestly, like this matchup for Greninja does seem, it feels like the pressure is a little more on Greninja here than Snake, right? Like Snake kind of gets to do his thing that he really likes to do. You know, kind of hunker down with some grenades and take good trades, you know, against multi-hits, especially from Greninja. Greninja being a lighter character too, any of those trades from Snakes are going to be bad news for him. So I think iStudying's playing the matchup insanely well. I think Tomberry, though, is just really controlling the pace of the matchup well, and also getting these crucial trades with grenades and just slowing the game down and controlling the stage. So I think if FD's open, I think that's kind of where Greninja might want to go here. It just gives Snake, you know, he can't control two platforms or one of either platform with grenades in C4. But we'll see what iStudying comes up with here.
Yeah, I personally, I don't know if it's a controversial view or because I came up during the Brawl era, but I actually like platforms against Snake as long as you can track the C4s. I find when it comes to landing that when you have a final destination, you have to worry about, is it going to be air dodge, is it going to be a hitbox, what's coming through. But when you have a platform, if you're under the platform, they have to hit it. And there's always a timing, assuming your execution's there, where you can punish them for it. So I'm a fan of the juggle game, assuming you are comfortable dealing with the grenades and explosives, which from one zoner to another, that's all Lamar does.
Right, yeah. Absolutely, man.
But we'll see what iStudying is comfortable with.
Yeah, and I mean, don't forget, guys, I think, yeah, Tree Frog actually is Tomberry, which is very confusing because you think iStudying playing Greninja, he would be Tree Frog, but however, he's not. So, yeah, anyway, just an interesting note. Like, that's what you would think based on the pogs there. It is not. Super good is iStudying.
Well, that's the question. It's kind of, will the Tree Frog win, ? Or will the Tree Frog lose, ?
It's like some sort of like,
Confucius say.
Yeah, just some sort of like poem or something, right? Like it's very deep, in rooted meetings that we don't have time to get into today. But either way, we're going to town and city. I do wonder if this has to do with the transformations, obviously. Even if Snake puts the explosions on the platform. Oh, God. Oh, that was a lot of damage. I was looking at that forward air connecting too. Jeez.
But still 52%. That's half your stock when you're going up against Snake. Oh, good grab right there. Following all the way. Oh, fantastic air dodge from Tomberry right there. Your stock was in jeopardy had you not made it back.
Okay, trying to zone out here. I think this is the transformation that iStudy wanted. He wants to go a little head-to-head. Okay, grab. No pummel, though. Got to toss him right away. I wonder if it's because, Greninja has like that weird grab. Oh, jeez, that's another quick stock. Man, just everything going Tomberry's way there. Playing the matchup insanely well. This is going to be a lot of grenades now, Logic, that iStudying's going to have to get through. Again, he's pummeling with the grenade out, so I know he doesn't want that trade. Oh, God, those turn around? Okay.
I don't want this trade either.
Oh, no. Oh, he's looking for the air dodge. There you go. Tomberry, the platform helping him out there. It was big.
I think iStudying, not flustered, that's not the word I want, but getting a little antsy. We really didn't see any charged smash attacks the entire set. That one obviously not panning out. Whoa, at the air dodge right there, Tomberry. Great stuff. How do you make it back? And the mix-ups are starting to occur.
Yeah, and that was their iStudying was facing backwards, so he's going to be safe. You can't forward air the other way. You know what I mean? Like you know a back air is coming, maybe in there, but I don't think that pops him up the Cypher either. But either way, getting the stock there, charging up the shuriken, very nice stuff. iStudying slowing it down himself too, and just really picking his spots. And he also got a grab, didn't pummel, which is great because he was able to avoid the explosion. So very good adjustment by iStudying. It's the little things, Logic.
Yeah. So those pummels are starting to get a little concerning, and yeah, how do you recover versus Nikita? It's a missile that will kill you, that can be controlled, terrifying position to be in. And unfortunately, Frogs never really had to deal with that. You know, I don't think that's in Pokemon.
True. Yeah, it's not like a natural thing that they learn. You know what I mean? Like through nature or whatever, it never really came up.
They avoid big fish, birds, but you know, the missiles not so much.
Right. Oh, turnaround grab. Yep, nice job. Platform. This could be huge for iStudying. Air dodge already gone? Okay. I feel like we're seeing some rare misses from iStudying. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Oh, nice. Yes, I love it. I love going for the Shadow Sneak there. Good timing, too. Not only do you have to deal with the Shadow Sneak, but dealing with the tech afterwards is awkward because the timing of Shadow Sneak is so, kind of off.
Yeah, and you were talking about rare misses. Tomberry ending up in that position due to an unfortunate execution error.
Very true.
Good stuff on iStudying, though. You have to take advantage of anything, whether you earned it or your opponent gave it. It's a gift either way, and you got to do something with it.
Yeah, and it's not really a big deal until your opponent capitalizes on the mistake, right? Like that could have easily been Tomberry getting back to the ledge and getting back to center stage without it mattering. But iStudying knew he had to push the advantage that was given to him. So good heads-up play there by iStudying, trying to close this gap now. Logic, but it's going to be tough. You can see Tomberry really just taking into the patient game here on the platforms. Very smart. I mean, Greninja has a hard time dealing with this. Playing the matchup right. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, believe it or not, I think that iStudying is taking the... Oh, are you going to make it back?
Dude, yes, what if he went off the grenade and then just use Shadow Sneak? Oh, wow, the empty hop up tilt. I love it from Snake, man. So much pressure there. Good job by Tomberry closing out that game, Logic.
Yeah, and, Greninjas like to jump a lot. They like to roll. You're not intangible frame one. A jump, you're not intangible at all. So the up tilt off of the just empty landing makes a lot of sense to catch a bunch of different timings for whatever iStudying may want to do afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just such a good option by Snake, man. That and like spot dodge canceling up tilt obviously in general.
That one's cheating. That was not a good option. That was a cheat code. Okay? Yo, did you know if you hit R and then down and then up C stick and you have it on tilt set, you take stops. You take stops.
Yeah, it's free stocks. It's free real estate basically. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, and I think obviously Brawl veterans coming into this game knew what was going to be coming with Snake's up tilt. You know what I mean? It's not as monstrous, but dude, it's still ridiculously good. Like it's still honestly maybe one of Snake's most iconic moves in Smash. Honestly,
for sure.
Like aside from like grenades and up tilt, I think that's it. You know what I mean?
I will say that I'm a believer that when you're fighting a character that has something as iconic as Snake's up tilt, you play to avoid that move when you're in kill range. I'm like, you can kill me with the forward smash. It's embarrassing, but whatever. Back air, nair. C4, but I'm like, I'm not dying to your up tilt because I know what you want. I'm at the percent range. You're going to be looking for it. I refuse to get hit by this particular move. Unfortunately, iStudying not quite prepared.
Yeah, Snake mains only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Next match coming up here, Game 4. Tomberry trying to close it out. iStudying trying to stay alive. Force a Game 5. We're going back to town and city.
I'm using that as a YouTube title, and I don't even know a channel yet. Snake's only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
It's the left image is him spot dodging, and the right image is him up tilting. Yeah. That's the YouTube right there. 8 million views. There it is.
But I wanted to actually talk about this last game, and it's coming to fruition yet again. iStudying trying to actually force the close quarters combat with Snake is not working. I don't think it's something you force. I think it's something you let happen. Avoid the grenades. You have the movement. You have the execution. You have the projectiles. Play patient. Wait for the opening, and then capitalize. But trying to force it, bad things happen. 51% put on Tomberry until they blow themselves up. 72, but still a huge lead nonetheless, up an entire stock on iStudying.
I gotta give a little shout out to that re-grab on the grenade, by the way. That was some smooth movement backwards from Tomberry. So, I mean, you gotta give this dude credit. He's playing the matchup insanely well. Making Greninja, all Greninja's weaknesses are very on display in this matchup, right? Like how light he is, the fact that he doesn't have many heavy hits to deal with Cypher, like all of these things. Like if you can avoid the forward air, then Greninja's gonna have a hard time getting a KO. And all the trades with grenades are tough too, especially someone like iStudying who likes getting grabs and then pummeling. Like it's just been a lot of damage racking up very quickly. So the disrespectful. That was a forward tilt, but he was already dead. He just booted him in the head. Here's a concussion on top of the drop stock. Jeez, no reason for that one.
I don't want you to know what's happening as you go into the blast zone. Oh, and makes it back with the air dodge as well. This is just getting out of hand for iStudying.
This is getting,
still not able to clutch it out. Hazmat. This is rough. This is rough.
This is not what I expected. Another down air. He's gotten that string of. Oh, like you were saying, Logic. You can kill me with a forward smash. I don't think iStudying wanted to see that one connect, but oh, jeez, this is getting out of hand here.
Yeah, and you can feel the confidence oozing out of Tomberry right now. It's almost as if it doesn't matter what this player throws up, it's going to connect.
Love that placement of the C4. I mean, iStudying was lining up a lot of aerials, but he was like, all right, you want to come at me? Then you could deal with losing the game or taking a ton of damage right now. These grenades, man, have just been such a problem for iStudying. Matchup looking harder and harder by the second. Tomberry doing amazing, but there's iStudying on the board. Signs of life, perhaps, Logic. We'll see.
I'm hoping, but after someone regrabs the ledge and isn't concerned about getting hit, I'm worried for their opponents. 74 to 29. I mean, if you're iStudying, you need something big. Oh, if that forward air would have connected, it might have been enough.
Yeah, there's a nasty shuriken in there too to stop the air movement from Tomberry as well. That was really nice from iStudying. He's certainly just the up tilt. Oh, jeez, right on the platform.
Wow.
We said Snake Mains only want one thing. It's disgusting. It's that up tilt waiting for him. He was just waiting for iStudying to approach that situation.
Yep. iStudying from that position, granted, it's been, I believe, 2 games since it's occurred. 1 or 2. Has done the tomahawk grab. Has jumped up in that exact position. And, the whole time, apparently, Tomberry just making note of it, saying, you haven't done this in a while, but I know you like to jump up here. You like to go for a tomahawk, and I'm going to have an up tilt waiting for you. Just beautiful adjustments and recognizing things even while you're having the lead.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, in terms of that up tilt, like it's a pretty low risk option. Like what's the worst case scenario? You get forward air there and then you just kind of recover anyway. And like, you're going to be fine. Like it's a good option to throw out, especially when you have a stock lead. So very well done by Tomberry. I mean, iStudying is a phenomenal Greninja player, obviously one of my favorite players to watch play as well. Tomberry though, locked down the matchup, controlled so much with the grenades, man. So many trades happened and he got the KOs like at the perfect percent. Like he knew how light Greninja was and when he was able to pull the trigger on things like the C4 and the up tilt to get the KO. Yeah. So very well done by Tomberry, man. He did an amazing job controlling that match.
And how well did Tomberry do? Tomberry did so well that they have advanced. They have qualified. You will see them again for sure. So kudos to Tomberry. Qualifying match. iStudying, unfortunately.